One thing I want you to know is that you can prophesy accurately too. You can do the exact same thing that Prophet Lovy Elias, Prophet Juba the Angel, Prophet Passion Java, and many others can do. There was a long time ago, and I couldn't prophesy accurately. I could not see visions. I couldn't do clairvoyance. I couldn't hear spiritual sounds. But now, if someone is even thinking a specific kind of thought in their mind, I can tell them word for word what they are thinking. Now I can see visions about the past, about the future, about what is happening in a place right now at the moment, in another location. I can create an astral double of myself that can move from one place to another, and people can even see the spiritual body. It will appear physically to them if I want it to happen. Now, there's no many resources online about prophesying accurately. The resources are kind of like little, but that's why I created this YouTube channel, so that you can watch all the videos on this channel and you can develop yourself spiritually and open your spiritual eyes. People have different reasons of opening their spiritual eyes. People have different reasons of learning how to prophesy accurately. But one thing I usually tell everybody, all my students in the past, and the ones that are going to become my students in the future, is that there are side effects to learning how to prophesy accurately. And one of those side effects is actually having money. It just comes naturally. It just happens to all these people because they put in the time, they put in the effort, they sacrifice a lot of things to reach the highest state of this prophetic ability so that they can prophesy accurately. Now, if you learn how to prophesy accurately, you should be accurate most of the time, basically like 80% of the time, which is good because there's no human being that can always be accurate like that, because you might be sick, you might be hungry, your mind might not be there. Different factors happen, but you'll be superhuman, better than other people on earth when it comes to prophecy, word of knowledge, prophetic ability. You can prophesy accurately. Anybody can do it. I could not prophesy accurately before. It's something that I just had to learn and develop my skills, because back then, when I saw videos of people prophesying accurately, I was like, how did they get this information? Because me, I read it in books that people can do these things. Someone is coming to visit you in your house, and before they reach your house, you already know. I was like, is it possible? How will you know? How will you be able to describe the cloth of the person that's coming to your house, the name of the person? How can you do telepathy? So I didn't know about all those things. I just read them in books. But one day, I saw some videos on YouTube, and also came across some books. Then I saw something called meditation. I was like, what is meditation? I began to research about meditation, and it led me also to a concentration. What is concentration? Then from there, I learned a lot of things, like third eye chakra, 7 chakras, brainwave technology, body relaxation, and all kind of things. And before you know it, I was like, maybe it's real, maybe it's not real. Let me just see if it's actually real. I was not doubting. I didn't really think anything much about it. And I started to do the practice, and lo and behold, I saw a flash of a vision. How? What is this? Flash of a vision. Sometimes I'll just be walking, maybe I'm watching play at home, and I'll just feel like I entered into a trance-like state. And as I enter into that trance-like state, I'll be hearing conversations that people are having about me. I'll be seeing visions about people. Then I'll now go to school the next day and ask them, did you wear this cloth yesterday? And they'll say, yes. Did you have this conversation yesterday? They say, yes. And that was how I began to realize that this thing is real. This thing actually works. But that's even the basic level. At the highest level of the prophetic ability, you can change your life forever. You can go from being broke to becoming super rich in a couple of years. In months, you can go from zero to like $10,000 in months, if you really know what you're doing. Especially if you are watching this YouTube video. You just need to believe in yourself and understand that if you do the practices that I talk about on my YouTube channel, you will be able to achieve this ability. This ability is available to everyone, not just some few group of people. And also, contrary to popular opinion, you don't even need to do fasting or pray for long hours to be able to develop this prophetic ability. All you just need is time, dedicated time to practice at least 3 times in a week. You can practice 3 times in a week. Within 3 months, you should have reached a level whereby you can prophesy accurately. It doesn't really take that long. It doesn't take long. If you want to be the best of the best, world class, you can increase your practice to many hours. But if you just want to have these basic skills to be able to prophesy accurately, you don't need too many hours. Now, let me explain to you. There was one day, some of my students thought they can prophesy better than me, which is not possible. But they thought they can prophesy better than me. And because I taught them how to see names, numbers, when is someone going to get married, who would the person get married to, I taught them that. So they thought maybe they can prophesy like me or better than me. Delusion. So the client came one day because back then I was charging like $1,000 for my sessions. There was a way we were doing it. Sometimes, people pay my students like $100 back then for sessions. But someone came one day and the person was asking, if I want to make $10,000 within the next 3 months, how would I do it? That was when my students realized that they cannot prophesy like me because they could see nothing. They could not see anything. It showed that they had low skill. They can prophesy basic prophecy stuff, but they could not prophesy that level of prophecy. They couldn't give that level. When it comes to relationship too, they were trying a little bit. But another client came one day and asked them a very difficult question. How can I get married within the next 3 months? They couldn't do it. Because for you to do that kind of prophecy, you need to plot like a graph. You need to know what about 100,000 people will do at the same time. There's a way you are going to filter the information. In fact, you would even need an angel to do that kind of prophecy. So it's going to give you the map. That's why if someone comes to me, I'll be like, $10,000, I will do it because it's very stressful. You map how they are going to meet, the intersection, exact spot where they are going to meet. It's a very difficult thing to do for beginners, but for me it's easy, but it takes a lot of energy from the chakra. Brain work is not easy at all. So that was when they realized that, they cannot actually prophesy like me. But if it's basic prophecy, calling names, numbers, address, location, those are simple basic stuff. And now these things, I held myself first with these things that I'm talking about with the prophecy. I was prophesying how I would pay my school fees, and I got the money and I paid the school fees. Prophesying how I can grow my YouTube channel, and I got the information. Prophesying how I can make so much money. Prophesying things about my life, health, relationship. I even prophesy, get word of knowledge about how to develop specific abilities. So I did it for myself first before I started teaching people. So people are like, maybe I only teach people. I can't do it. No, I did it for myself many years before I started teaching people. And people don't want to listen to someone that doesn't have a result. Obviously, people listen to me because I have the result. And because of the different stories that I tell them, which happened, and the techniques that I'm giving to them. They know that the techniques that I'm giving to them are the ones that I've tried by myself, that worked for me. It is very obvious. So when I tell you, you can prophesy accurately too. You can be a man, a woman, it doesn't really matter. All you just need to do is open your spiritual eyes. If you can open your spiritual eyes and you give yourself that dedication and time and focus to open your spiritual eyes, you'll be able to see visions. If you open your spiritual ears, you'll be able to hear spiritual sounds. And if you activate energy into your chakras, you will have the energy to see visions properly. And if you work on priming and asking the right questions, for example, you prime your mind that you really want to be accurate, you'll be accurate. If you prime your mind that you don't really want to be accurate, you just want to do small, you will do small. If you prime your mind to see names, you'll see names. If you prime your mind to see numbers, you'll see numbers. If you follow the training that I'm giving to you, you'll be able to prophesy. And that's just how it is. Now, if you want to join my program on how to prophesy accurately, or you want me to impart you to be able to prophesy accurately as fast as possible, maybe you are over 40 years old, so you don't really have much time to practice again, you can go for the impartation. Just book a call below or message me on WhatsApp. But if you're still young, youthful, and you want to practice a lot, don't worry, you can get the prophetic course too. It will help you. So back to what I was saying, if you can follow the principles I'm giving to you and you practice properly, you achieve these abilities. You will know every spirit of knowing, you know everything. See, if people have not started accusing you that you are using demonic power, you've not practiced enough, you've not gotten to the level. People need to accuse you that you are into demonic and evil stuff. So that lets you know that yes, you are now advanced because you are so much better than them, way above them. In fact, they will even say with their mouth that you are better than them. And they will say maybe you are proud because you can do it better than them, because they know that you can do it better than them. And this is the gift that I'm giving to you. This is the message that I have for you, that you can also go from where you are now to prophesying accurately within the next 30 to 90 days, accurately, by following the principles that I give to you. So if this is something that you're interested in, just click the link below, message my assistant or book a call. Or if you are still having doubts, you can go through my page, check some testimonials, or you can just get my book. It's not expensive. Once you get that book, you can do the practice in the book. If it works for you, then you can now join the program. If it doesn't work, then you can say it is not real. In fact, if it doesn't even work, just message me. I'll give you a refund on the book. But I know that this thing works, and it has worked for so many other people. Then from there, you can now picture yourself becoming an expert in prophecy, becoming rich. Your life change, because you have access to all spiritual information that you can use to improve your life and improve other people's lives. You can now have the ministry that God wants to give to you. You won't allow the devil to be playing with you, messing with you. Because once you have this prophetic ability, your life is going to change forever. And from there, you can now advance to the next level, from using your mind to prophesy accurately to using an angel to prophesy accurately. Because those are two different levels. As an expert in prophecy, sometimes you don't want to prophesy with your mind. Maybe you've not eaten for some days, or you're not just in the mood. Maybe you've not eaten for some hours, or you're not in the mood. You can just ask the angel, and the angel will give you all the information. But that takes us to summoning angels. But you cannot relate with an angel if you can't even see visions. Though in the summoning angels course, I'll teach you how to relate with angels, how to see angels, how to open your spiritual eyes. But it is easier if you can prophesy before. Because before I started summoning angels, I was able to prophesy accurately. I was good enough. I've been charging like $1,000 for my sessions before I even learned how to summon angels properly, like became really good. Yeah. I've been summoning angels before I started using angels to prophesy. It was a whole process of training. For like some trainings would take like 8 months, 9 months, 12 months. Yes, back then. Because there's no YouTube channel like this, like the one you're watching now, that will help you. Nothing like that. But now you have it. But during my time, I did not have it. So I'm surprised that some people are still lazy, that with all this information I'm giving to them, they still cannot do something big with it. They are still allowing doubt to hold them down. You cannot allow doubt and unbelief to hold you down. You cannot allow money to hold you down from joining the programs, because once you join the programs, your life will change forever. But if you don't join the program, your life remains the same. You can't just keep on watching YouTube videos forever. You also have to make an impact. People need to know you too. You also need to change your life. You need the word to spread the message that you have for them too. If you can prophesy accurately, how is your life going to be? Do you think you are going to be experiencing the same thing that you're experiencing now? Imagine you can prophesy accurately. Very well. What do you think will happen in your life? Your church is going to grow. Your life is going to change forever. You'll be so successful, and the Lord is going to use you powerfully. So if this is what you want, I'm inviting you to join the program. Click the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can comment below or ask. Me, I'm a teacher. I like to teach perfectly. So I'm inviting you to come and learn how to prophesy accurately. Because the prophecy that we do, we've gone past just calling names and numbers in church. Now we are doing practical and applied prophecy. That's what we do, not just the theory of prophecy. Apart from the fact that I have the best course on prophecy in the whole entire world. So I wish you good luck, and I wish to see you in class very, very soon.